Shocking news. Shocking and surprising news. You would think earning six figures means you're rich. You'll be doing fine. Think again. 100,000 this year puts you in middle class. Well, two-thirds of middle class Americans say they're struggling financially and they don't see their situation changing for the better anytime soon. We actually now have more households earning six figures, but they're still feeling financial squeeze because six figures don't go as far as they used to. Every aspect of our living expenses has dramatically increased. Housing has gone up 52% since 2020. Food prices have gone up 30% since 2020. That's a huge increase, 52%, 30%. Owning and maintaining a car costs more. Your interest alone on your auto loan, which most of us have auto loan, most middle class have auto loan, that's higher, right? With the tariffs and all on cars, the cost of even buying car parts and all that costs more. Repairing cars will cost more. Overall, your cost of living has gone up. The fixed cost is taking a huge chunk of your paycheck, of your earnings, of the six figures. We haven't talked about the other expenses that you need to get to work or to live. We haven't even discussed that. So it's no surprise that even though people are earning six figures, that you're still struggling financially. So what should you do if you're in this boat? Well, what is there to do? Because it's not just about discussing problems. It's also coming up with solutions so you're not left helpless, right? If you're in this boat earning six figures, and I see you rolling your eyes if you're not earning six figures, thinking this isn't a problem, move on. This isn't a video for you. Watch the other videos. This is for those earning good money but still struggling financially. The foundation of your solution, the first thing to do is to know where your money is going. Take a look at your spending so you can identify areas where you can better manage your money. Knowing where your money is going will show you, it would lead you, it would guide you on what to do better, where you can do better. The goal is to find ways to loosen up the six figures, right? Because the problem with middle class is we have the mentality of there's a lot of money coming in. And so we spend like we have a lot of money coming in without the realization, or we choose to ignore the fact that even though we have a lot of money coming in, we have a lot of obligations. So take a look at your spending and figure out what areas you need to do better, even without touching the big expenses like your housing or changing your car. Because a lot of us, the moment we think of looking at our spending, immediately we're thinking we have to go all the way extreme of sell the car and buy nothing fun. Before doing that, take a look at where your money is going, and I guarantee you it would guide you, because when you see how your spending is going, you would naturally start cutting back in areas where you did not have to spend to begin with. Like I said, the problem with middle class is once we get into this middle class bracket, we have the mentality of I have a lot of money coming in. I now make six figures. And so we don't realize how our lifestyle has also changed, where we're incurring a lot more expenses on a daily basis. So a very easy way to start without feeling so much pain is to adopt simple habits that will save you money, that will help you hold on to your six figures a lot more than you were. Simple habits like don't roll your eyes, brewing your coffee at home. Listen, not because you need to save $5, but because brewing your coffee at home keeps you from spending $15 every single morning, right? Because when you stop over for coffee, you're not just stopping for coffee, you're doing coffee and breakfast, right? Ordering your groceries online rather than going to the store, so you stick to your budget. So you're not seeing all this extra stuff at the store that makes you spend more. Using a prepaid card for fun when you go out for drinks or when you go out to eat or when you order food in. You put an amount you want to spend every week or for the month, and that's it. And listen, at first, the first month you do this, chances are you're going to go over that amount, right? And when it declines, you're going to, I mean, you have your other card, so you can whip out the other card. But even though you do that, just the reminder that you've now exceeded the amount you wanted to spend is a good way to curtail your spending. It's another barrier to keep you from overspending. It's a mental note too that you are losing more money. It no longer feels like you just swipe in and you're having a good time. You're not thinking about the money. But when you're reminded that that prepaid card has declined or there isn't enough in there, It's like a jolt back to reality. These are all simple habits you can put in place to hold on to a lot more of your money. If you need more simple habits, I just did a video on that. Hi, it is Loveth. I see you're enjoying this video. I just have one thing to ask of you. Hit the thumbs up for me. It really helps my channel out. And if this is your kind of thing, if you love this learning about money, spending money, saving money, then go ahead and subscribe. There are over 700 of us. I would really like to get to 1,000, but don't subscribe just to get me to 1,000. Only subscribe if this is your kind of video or this is your kind of channel and you would like to see a lot more from me. All right. Thank you. A major problem with middle class living is it's very debt heavy. We are involved in a lot of debt. We have a lot of debt, from student loan to car loan to our credit card loan to that fridge we bought on 0% store card, and then to the furniture loan because it was 0% and we got that, or the layaway, or the, is it still called layaway, pay down loan or pay later loan, whatever variation of loan. The point is, a lot of middle class end up struggling financially because we've overcommitted ourselves. A great way to feel a pay increase, or a great way to feel like you're making six figures once again, is to get rid of the debt. Yes, cost of living is higher now. Yes, housing costs more, food costs more. Yes, but for most of us, a lot of the squeeze, a lot of the pain is because we have a lot of debt. So at the end of the day, we have nothing left to live on because we've not only paid housing and transportation like we have to, and food, but now we're also paying the fun we had yesterday or the necessities we paid for with credit card yesterday. The earlier we can take care of the debt, the better, the less stress we would feel. So you can either start with a credit card or the debt with the lowest balance. I personally prefer going by my monthly payment, the one that has the highest monthly payment, because once I pay it off, I'll feel the most relieved, right? So that's what I went by. But depending on what the balance is, if you have a loan you're paying $500 every single month on, yes, if you pay off that $500, you would feel relief. But if the loan amount is 50K, it may take a lot longer, right? So take a look at your debt. So you can start off with the one with the lowest balance, get that taken care of, and then move on to the next one. Or you could start off with the one with the highest interest so that your payment is making a bigger dent. These are ways to pay off the card. It may look massive right now because it is a lot, but if you don't do something about it today, however small the move, you will have the same problem, even worse, tomorrow. So start now to focus on tackling the debt. A major way to get out of the stress is automating your savings. Don't rely on yourself to do good with your money every month and then chuck away money. Take a look at your expenses and look at how much you have left after you've paid your must pay expenses, and then put some money, decide on how much you're putting away every single month. This is a way to build yourself some cushion, and also a way for you to ensure that in the future you're not in the same mess and you're never feeling this financial squeeze because something came up or because you have to get something done. The money is available because every single month, without you thinking about it, you're just saving, you're passively saving money. Earning six figures is a lot of money, but as we can see in 2025, it doesn't go that far. So our goal, especially for those in the middle class, your goal should be to build wealth. Watch this video that I did a few weeks ago about that, and I think you will get a great mind shift. It would also set you up to be in a better position as you go on. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.